Here's my question. Does hate still apply?
Yeah, it does. It does, but the application of it wasn't right. It's a young
Yeah.
man's angry application, man.
Yeah.
It was a lot of strive to be better, not tolerating my bullshit, hating my weaknesses, hating my excuses, hating all that, which is still how I feel. However, back then it was very much a once I do this, I'll be worth X. This holding this boot against my neck to not, settle for anything less than. And
Yeah.
through that process, I mean, what I still figured out that I'm still me. I still have the same fears and anxieties and these things in my head. And how about running toward who I want to be instead of running away from who I've been? I feel like there's a very different energy in that.
Yeah. I absolutely love that. Do you think there's an evolution to hate and aggression, whether it's masculinity or just societally, that you really understood? Like you said, you still have the hate. It's just it's appropriately placed where necessary. Do you think there was an evolution to it? Do you think you had a light bulb moment as you were going through your process of growth?
I think just an evolution of it. Like, there hasn't been a really whole lot of slapped in the face one moment of true clarity that changed everything. It's kind of always been this ongoing process. I mean, I think you have those moments, right? Like, whatever they are. And that tends to be the spark of change for me. It doesn't tend to be the inferno. Like, the inferno gets built on actually following through with the awareness I had and implementing a different strategy in my life.
Yeah.
But having
Now,
those moments of going, holy shit, what am I doing?
yeah.
Having a moment of realizing finally me increasing my income is not going to make me any happier.
That's huge because a lot of the people that we've worked with over the years, whether that's in studio or online, they're fueled with so much anger, but that anger comes out in a lack of clarity. Because they have these fears and these stresses about money and bills and what ifs and variables and fear. And one thing that I had to learn the hard way was all of those things can be valuable as long as I have the right approach and the right belief system or the right plan of attack.
Yeah,
Like
mindset.
yeah, the right mindset. Man, I could have said that a lot easier. But I think a lot of it does come from a place of knowledge of self, because a lot of people come into industries, especially the online space, with this expectation of, but they're still uncertain of who it is they are. They're just trying to chase or inevitably become like if I do this, it will help me become that instead of becoming this so that this becomes intrinsically easier and more authentic.
So if I'm gathering, right, like it's this caught up area that we often get believing that the destination's more important than the journey. That like once I graduate college, then I'll be respected. I'll
Mhm.
be able to get work, or once I finish this course, or once I get my NASM degree, I am allowed to coach. Like whatever the destination that you believe is the important part, when it's what you learned along the journey is far more valuable. That's why 20 years of training consistently is more important than you going to get your certification over the weekend. I don't need to have a certification. I have evidence.
Yeah. When it comes to your training process, is that energy that you put into training the same way that you navigate the rest of your life? The same way you interact with your wife with the intention of like the mind to muscle, mind to relationship, mind to action? Is that something that you can just spread across the board with the same level of passion?
So kind of when I had to recalibrate things, right? Like after getting hurt, going through injury, being in chronic pain, got fired from the real job, and now I am all pursuit entrepreneurship and I'm lost, man. No clue what I'm doing. So reframing all of those things to look at my athletic career as this is this one area that I can't argue about, that I found greatness. Right? Like,
Mhm.
look, man, I got to be best in the world twice.
Yeah.
And that for sure is at least one area of my life where I can say, I gave this everything for 10 years. Here's what I found. And so I want to give anything else I care about the same attention that I
Mm.
gave that. And so, how did I give that attention, right? I trained when I don't fucking feel like it because I was very connected to the curiosity of how good I can be at this. Not once I get this, I'll show you. No one fucking cares. It's Highland Games. Over that time, how many days did I train sore? Also, when I was tired and sore, I built in deloads. Smart training cycles have deloads. Very few people build deloads into their regular life, especially entrepreneurs, so that you avoid burnout. Burnout's the
Mhm.
same thing as getting injured. Want to make real progress? Don't burn out for the next 10 years and be able to continue making consistent effort, like progress.